Hey guys, it's Steven here from redmondpie.com. iOS 5 has finally hit public. Here's a list of new interesting features worth mentioning for those looking to update to it, or maybe you've already updated and are wondering what kind of changes there are. Okay, so let's get started now with the most obvious changes in iOS 5. The new notification lock screen, along with the new notification center for the easy access of missed alerts. By default, your messages will now show up at the top and will not disrupt your current application. But you do have the option to change it back to how it was in iOS 4. You can now double tap your home button to get into the camera application right away, and then take pictures by pressing the up volume button. This also works with headphones as well. Within the camera application, you can press and hold the screen to lock your aperture at a certain point. You can set up a grid in your camera and also swipe back to view your pictures instead of pressing the preview button. You can now use iMessage to communicate between iOS devices. The new Newsstand application now automatically updates your subscription magazines and newspapers. The new Reminders app can set a reminder when you leave a current location. You can finally choose your own pictures and set them in an album within your phone. Twitter integrated right into the OS. There are now lots of options to tweet within the operating system. You can crop, enhance, and edit your photos in the Photos application. The toggle buttons are now circular, which Apple actually claims to relieve stress from your eyes. The keyboard will now bounce away when you scroll through previous messages. The calendar application now supports landscape. The iPod application is now split into music and videos. You can set up keyboard shortcuts, so OMW could be on my way. Once you type OMW, on my way will be a suggestion showing up on your phone. In the sounds option, you can now set up different vibration patterns for different phone calls. You can set up your LED light as an alert. You can set up iCloud to sync photos and data across your iOS devices. You can also back up your phone to the iCloud, and Find My iPhone is now integrated into iCloud as well. You can use Reader to turn your Safari web pages into a nice iBook interface for easy reading. You can also increase the font size like iBooks and bookmark them in your reading list. Your Google Maps application can now show you different routes you can take. You can now delete iTunes synced songs right from your device. In the Mail application, you can drag your contacts into different fields. Mail can now show up to 1,000 recent messages. There are now rich text support inside Mail application, so you can bold or underline text in your messages. There are more Mail accounts supported, and iCloud can now get you a free .me account. You have the ability to mark a bunch of messages as read right on your device. There's now a dictionary built right into the operating system. There are better social networking improvements in Game Center. You can add the emoji keyboard without downloading any app. iPhones can now FaceTime without a SIM card by using an email account. The weather application now shows your local weather and hourly forecast. You can now correspond relationships with contacts, which should help you when you're using Siri. You can now do firmware upgrades right on the phone without iTunes. You can now change the name of your device in the About settings. The usage tab now actually tells you exactly how much memory each app is using in your phone. Wireless syncing over Wi-Fi connection and background syncing. Inside iTunes, you can now see a list of apps you have purchased. New ringtones and new text tones. There's now a new feature called Assistive Touch, so you can create pre-made gestures and simulate them with a finger. You can also use this feature to enable and emulate the home button and the lock button in case your button is physically broken on your phone. Alright, so that was a list of iOS 5 changes and features that really improve the experience of your device. Really recommend upgrading if you're not already jailbroken. Hope this video helped you out to find more about iOS 5. If you like it, please consider clicking the like button, and you can follow me on Twitter at iZeven. Thanks for watching the video. This is Steven from redmondpie.com, and I'll see you guys in the next video with the iPhone 4S.